Hello, today I will show you how to play the Ligand design puzzle. Let's start with objectives. First, there is carboxylate interactions, which is you should make these 4 hydrogen bonds here, and if any bonds is broken, you lose a point. Next, there is ligand hydrophobic interaction. You should make the interaction between the ligand and the protein here. And there's peptide. A peptide bond is, as you can see, the CONH group, which is commonly seen in the protein. We should avoid this. And there's torsion quality. This highlighted bonds has unrealistic torsions, and we can adjust it with tweak ligand tool. I will show you how to use it later. And there is number of rotatable bonds. The rotatable bond is literally the bonds that can rotate, which is not a double or triple bond, or the bond that is not in the ring. Next is ligand TPSA. TPSA indicates how many your ligand has the polar atoms. So if you remove them, the score will increase. Next is ligand C log P. I don't know how to pronounce it, but C log P indicates how hydrophobic your ligand is. So you can add polar atoms to improve your C log P. But now my C log P is perfect, 1000 points, so I should remove the polar atoms. Next is ligand hydrogen bond donors. Usually the nitrogen behaves as donor, and the oxygen, which makes double bond, behaves as an acceptor. And if the oxygen makes a single bond and has hydrogen, it behaves as a donor and an acceptor at the same time. So you should remove these nitrogen atoms to remove the donors. Next is bad groups. There's many bad groups, and they are usually not very drug-like. Next is element counts, which is a limit of certain element numbers. So your ligand must have no phosphorus, and most 1 sulfurs, and most 1 iodines, 1 bromines, 4 chlorines, 4 fluorines, and the 5 nitrogens. Next is molecular weight. So this objective prevents your ligand from getting too big and heavy. And finally, there is synthetic accessibility. It means if the ligand is likely synthesizable, the scientist can synthesize your ligand, and if the ligand is not likely synthesizable, so if it is likely unsynthesizable, that means the scientist cannot synthesize your ligand in the lab. Okay, That's all about objectives. Let's start designing. Actually, I'm not good at designing, but I will try. So, actually, um, before designing, I will introduce some atoms you can use. So, there is carbon, which makes a backbone of this ligand, and nitrogen and oxygen, which is polar atoms, and there is phosphorus, but I will not use the phosphorus here, and the sulfur, which is similar to oxygen, but its polarity is weaker than the oxygen. And there's hydrogen, and there is fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and iodine. They're halogens, and I usually don't use them. And next is fragment selection. So there is some fragment. I think I sometimes use them, but I will not use it because it is often not work. Okay, let's start designing. So I will try removing this sulfur and replacing it to carbon, and it worked. Okay, and we have too many rotatable bonds, so I will make some double bonds. Let me figure out what's the matter. Never mind. Wiggle is a very, very powerful tool. So obviously it didn't work. Still TPSA is too high, so I will move this nitrogen to carbon, and the score dropped. But when I wiggle, the score sharply increased. But torsion quality, yeah, indeed it is hard to manage the torsion quality. Oh, that's right. I will show you how to use the tweak ligand tool. It is similar to tweak a helix, so you can rotate bond. This is a good torsion, but the bond has broken. So, and because the TPSA is still too high, I will remove this. It worked. TPSA is too high, still too high. I will remove this oxygen and replace it to carbon, but oh, it worked. It worked. I'll make double bonds. I'll maybe delete this carbon and well, there is still one peptide here, so I will replace this nitrogen to see the carbon. It was the best answer. Maybe I can make double bond here. And let's see here. No, I'll restore it best. Here is the void, so I'll fill the void with the carbon atoms. Maybe I will abandon torsion quality. Anyway. Oh, it didn't work. Well, maybe I will remove this peptide. Oh, it worked. So now the torsion quality, I should improve it. So maybe it's time to use Ligand tool, Twinkle Ligand. Well, oh wait. Okay, maybe I can remove this carbon. This still has unrealistic torsions. This is critical. Oh. This is hard. So I will remove this and make the double bonds here. Then version quality will be improved, but oh, nice. Now I fulfilled carboxylate interactions, ligand hydrophobic interaction, peptide, TPSA, CLOP, hydrogen bond donors, and element counts, molecule weight. But my ligand is very likely unsynthesizable here. So I should improve this. I think this is my best. Yeah, I cannot improve this ligand more. Yeah, that's all. I hope this video helped you to enter the ligand design puzzle, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.